Hi, hello everybody. Hello. I am here. I'm excited. I'm a little bit bored today, just because it's kind of been weird, but okay. I'll get to it in a minute. That I'm going live. Decompressing is where I'm getting to. If you guys are interested in seeing more of my work, everything will be in the description of this live. I've included all my links, and there's a list of the supplies and the tools I've used for this reading as well. So let's just have some fun. Let's see what goes down. Let's see who shows up. I already have one person. Hello, thank you for coming. I hope that whatever messages come out will be helpful for you. I think that is. Yeah, I think that's it. If you guys have any questions or feedback, let me know in the chat or let me know in the comments. I will see them and do my best to help you in any way that I can. And yeah, to the reading. Today has been fun, but a little bit frustrating because I started off doing a bunch of chores, and for me it helps to have a fun incentive for doing those chores. So, like, for example, there's a shopping center. I say center, but really it's a part of my town that's strictly like businesses, a lot of restaurants and food places. I like going there and hanging out because there are places that I can go for minimal charge or for free, and I like going there. But I'm saying that because that's an example of a fun incentive to do my work. And I decided to go with my dad to his office. Now, he works at a school, and there is a gallery space on his campus. It's not his campus, but you get what I mean. I have never been to that gallery space, and I wanted to go. I wanted to see what was going on. So I did as much work as I could do today, got in the car with him when he was ready to leave. We get there, and I come to find out that gallery space is closed for the summer. Who didn't think about that? I didn't think about that, so that was disappointing, but I decided to make the most of it and just go walking around campus because I used to go to that school, and it was kind of nice to be back. So that was one part of it. The other part of it that I wanted to do was to drop off some books, because in one part of the campus they had a little donation basket that you could put into if you wanted to. And currently I am cleaning out my bookshelves. Ouch, it hurts. Bookworm problems. Anyway, I wanted to put some books in, except that they don't have it anymore. And again, didn't think about that either. So, okay, you know what? I'm not going to stress. I'm just going to go with the flow. And my day turned out to be pretty cool anyway. So, we're here. Let's see some cards. All right. Actually, we're going to start by doing something a little bit different. If you guys are interested in finding out what messages may come from this is the Instant Magic Oracle. It's linked. It's listed in the description. But I want to start incorporating some of the messages that we may get from this. So let's see how that goes. Okay. So our first message, we're going to start off with the message of I am worthy of good things. Okay. So let's see. There's our first part of the message. I'm worthy of good things. Let's see what else we can get here. Okay. Okay. We have the Ascended Master, which represents truth, self-worth, and up-leveling. Okay. And we also have Healing Generational Patterns. This represents leadership, action, and stamina. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see what else. Excuse me. See what else here. Okay. We have, I'm going to see this one first here. We have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, and this talks about seeding the lights, laying foundation, and acting on a divine plan. Okay. And finally, we have Break the Chains, and this represents ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. Okay. So we're going to start with the idea of, yes, you deserve good things. And there's a sense of when you start telling yourself that, you're going to be raising your vibration, raising your energetic vibrations in a way that helps you heal old patterns that have been instilled in you from the beginning. Okay. Because this talks about ancestral patterns and breaking the chains of those patterns. Now that doesn't mean I'm hearing, don't ignore important traditions, but also realize that if there is something from your past that has been put down the line onto you, you don't have to hold on to that. I'm thinking of several examples of my own, but this reading isn't about me here. The thing is, you don't have to hold on to the things that have been given down the line to you. Okay. Because you have the capability of reaching for something better and going forward for that, right? There is a plan, whether you feel it or believe it or not, there is a plan being fulfilled every day that you come to being with yourself, every day that you come to leveling up your own, up leveling, upgrading, understanding your truth and your self-worth. Okay. It's all there. It's all there, and you have the capability of reaching for those good things. Okay. So, on that note, let's see some tarot and how what other messages can we see to supplement this first message. Okay. Ooh. Okay. And I'm going to do something a bit differently here. I am going to shuffle a bunch of times and see what cards come out. I did this for a private reading on myself, and it was fun, but it was a lot of work to put the story together. And I'm excited to see how this method may go for this live. So let's see what else comes out here. Okay. All right. Let's see how it goes. All righty. One more shuffle. Okay. Okay. So we're starting off with the 8 of Wands. We have the 9 of Cups. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles here. What is coming out to me quite strongly here, specifically about the Wands, is that there is a certain level of passion and emotion coming out here, but it's coming out in a way that you need to be careful of. It's coming out in a way that you need to be careful of, because there could be some questions about you feeling a certain way over some things in your life. I'm getting that from the Seven of Wands here. I will usually describe this as the right to defend your stance on certain things, or needing to defend where you stand on certain things. And I feel like this might be coming very much out of the blue, because we have this Eight of Wands. So there's something here that's happening really fast, and it needs to it needs to be paid some attention, because if you're kind of wishy-washy right now, there might be something in this that you miss, and it certainly, whatever this is, could have you feeling deeply overwhelmed and unsure about what is going on. Okay. Now, I do think this could be to do with your finances, or something that you are learning about your money, about your resources, about the materials you have at your disposal. There is a sense with this, though, that you are being called to kind of swallow your pride and ask for a bit of help. Okay. Now, I'm saying that because here we have the Five Pentacles. There is a sense of, it could be coming from a sense of a lack mentality, because, it could be coming from a lack mentality. And seemingly this may be triggered by all of this emotion coming in from having to stand up for yourself, and having this need come on very fast, right? The thing is, you either haven't been in this situation before, or you've been here before and have ignored the option of asking for help, because, again, like I said, it's a matter of figuring out when to swallow your pride and ask for help. There's no shame. I want to assure you that whoever's watching this, if you're resonating with this message, that there isn't any shame whatsoever in having to do this, because there are people on your side, okay? There are true, genuine, loving, caring, wonderful people who want to see you succeed, okay? But it is a matter of stepping up, potentially stepping out of your comfort zone, in spite of the storm that may be happening around you. Help is there. Help is definitely there, and it's ready for you to take part of. Okay. Now, going back to the main theme we got in our oracle of deserving good things, the effort that you're looking, or the effort that you're putting in to achieve your goals, achieve stability, whatever you're looking at right now, it has the potential of coming forward. Okay. There's the sense of the thing is that you've worked really hard. Okay. Excuse me. You have worked very hard to put yourself in a place where you can recognize your wands energy here, your wands and pentacles energy here. But the effort that you're putting into figuring out what each of these, what your wands energy means, what your pentacles energy means, all of that is going to pay off. And you can sit back on your heels a little bit and give yourself a break. Okay. I say that because nothing about your journey has been particularly easy, or nothing about it has been particularly easy. But at the same time, you're feeling all kinds of things, all sorts of ways about the situations. There's a lot of emotion that's triggering some passion. It's the sort of thing that there's also a grounded energy to this. Okay. The fire is burning hot. Let me get the wands in here. The fire is burning good and hot. Okay. But it's not so bad that you can't control it with a little effort. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Let's move on to our next tarot and see what else we may need to see here. Okay. All right. Okay. So we have the 8 of Swords. Okay. And we have the Page of Swords here as well, which is interesting because that suggests to me that there's something of your own making here that is maybe specifically to do with your money and having to defend yourself in situations where you might not have seen it coming. I think it's putting you in a place of potentially overthinking your process a little bit. And I'm getting hit with the 8 of Swords, that you feel stuck where it doesn't need to be like that, or it doesn't need to be that way. And part of the energy of the 5 of Coins may, like I said, it's learning to swallow your pride and ask for help. But that could be part of the trigger that you're learning to get past, specifically in your head here, because swords are associated with air, the mind. That was my cooler. I apologize. I don't know if you heard that. But yeah, so there's something. There's something here. There's something mental here that is potentially putting you at. I don't want to say a disadvantage, but if you look at it, you may see a block. And again, I don't see that as an advantage. It's just a way of, recognizing it as a way of learning and moving forward. Okay. So there's that. We also have the 6 of Wands. Okay. We have the Empress. Oh, I love that card. Gorgeous. The Empress. We have the King of Swords. Okay. And we have Justice. Also, take a look at that. There is a sword motif in this card. Okay. So, this Eight of Swords, this Page of Swords, we're learning how to get past the mental block because a lot of this is happening in our head. Here's the thing, okay? The Six of Wands is a way of accepting praise, or you're being called to accept praise and acknowledge your job well done, okay? This is progress. It's, in the sequence of cards for this suit, there's some beginning energies, there's some new energies, but you're right in the middle and you've made progress, okay? There's nothing wrong with being in the middle ground, okay? That just means you may have some more work you need to do to achieve it, but you've made progress so far, okay? And as with the Nine of Cups energy here, okay, give yourself a chance to take a break, enjoy yourself. You're getting ready for an emotional overflow here, okay? To get there, give yourself a break and say, you know what, I'm not done yet, but I can celebrate what I've built so far, okay? So there's your Six of Wands, okay? We also have the King of Swords, and, well, let's talk about the King of Swords here, okay? Because here we're talking about the authority factor of this. So you're thinking a certain way, and those thoughts are putting you in a place to feel certain things, okay? You know how to name those things. You know how to be present with those things, and you're willing and able to to sit with them and reflect, because I think part of this is that you acknowledge this Eight of Swords here, okay, and you're trying to, you're puzzling your way through it. I'd like to think you're not forcing your way through it, because doing that may put you more in a sense of continuing to be blocked. So even though you want to clear it up, maybe, you're forcing it, you're rushing the process, and it's not working like you think it will. Well, I do think you may recognize that tendency, and you're able to say, yeah, okay, maybe I'm doing it this way. It might be time to sit back and let the scales rebalance here, okay, because you have the Justice here. And also, what's interesting here, you know how I said acknowledge your progress, okay? This is answering for past behaviors, past actions, good or bad, okay? It's all about balance and acknowledging progress here, okay? And I think there is a creative solution to be found here. So whatever suggestions you're taking on, there is a creative solution here, okay? It's just going to be a matter of asking for help asking for help and recognizing when you need it, but also knowing that you have the capability and the power of making forward progress, even though you've achieved much already, okay? Once again, hope that makes sense. Again, also, if you have any questions, you know where to put them. I'll stop saying that. Okay. What else? You know what? What else? What do we need to see here? What else do we need to see? Okay. Let's see what we need to see. What else do we need to see? Let's go. What else do we need to see? Okay. I think we're getting the Page of... Yeah, we are getting the Page of Swords again here. Yeah, okay. We have a repeat card, which is cool because we got a bunch of these last stream, if you guys want to check that out. But we're going to start with actually talking about the Page of Swords in specific because we have the repeat card here. This is our, to me, the pages in any of the suits are kind of the advanced beginners of the suit. So like we have the aces, that's the new, very untried energies, the new opportunities, anything to do with its particular suit that may be relevant. So if it's Ace of Pentacles, there's a new potential money-making opportunity, all cups, emotional growth, all of that. We may get to see the rest of those ace cards. Pardon me, we got 78 cards a tarot deck. So there's at least 4 in 78 chances of getting the suits. Anyway, I don't even think I did that correctly. Whatever. Point being, aces, pages. Just kidding. Page of Swords here. This is our new. We've had our new beginning specifically with our mental and our mental approaches to things. How are we thinking about that? We've had that new beginning. We've had that look at what we're how we're thinking and what we're processing, right? Now it's a matter of taking the lessons we've learned and absorbing them well enough to integrate the knowledge of it when we are moving forward. So there's been a shift in the way we're thinking and how we're processing our thoughts. It's interesting to me because we are looking at we're looking at a new way of thinking with this. And maybe it's about our money. Certainly it's about how we're thinking about it, right? And sensing that there may be a lack mentality, and I don't know if you can tell from this character, but it's looking over its shoulder. So there's something that we're trying to change, potentially to feel more at ease in certain situations. But also we don't have to do that. So if we've been looking over our shoulder, if we've been feeling at ease, that change or that change in those lessons we're integrating are allowing us to feel safer, potentially more abundant. Certainly we have the 9 of Cups out as well. So it's allowing us to change the way we feel and be more at peace, potentially specifically with our money. Okay. We also, Ace of Swords. What did I tell you? Here's the Ace of Swords. Okay. We have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Magician. Okay, I'm liking this here. Magician, 7 of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Three of Cups. Okay. We have the Three of Wands. Okay. And we have the Five of Cups. Okay. So there's a new beginning. I had a feeling this was going to happen because there is a new beginning coming in to really look at our perspectives and our thoughts. How are we thinking about things? What are we doing for ourselves? How are we taking care of our mental health? And that's certainly a big one for me. So, again, not about me here though. Yeah, this Ace of Swords is, it's here. It's take a look at how you're feeling. Take a look at how you're thinking about things. Okay, there's an opportunity, the opportunity to really get deep and see what there is to see in our energetic space. Okay. This could be a lot to juggle. Doing this could be a lot to look at. Okay. And it may have you feeling incredibly turbulent because, you're looking at it and it's like, oh, I didn't realize I think this way. Well, now everything else around me is changing. So what do I do? Oh my gosh, I'm worrying bald spots on my scalp. Like what? Giant question mark. Giant red question mark. Well, don't be discouraged. Okay. You have the capability of doing this work. It might not feel like it. Okay. It really might not feel like it. However, you have what it takes to put in the work. Okay. And again, we have cards that suggest stepping back and assessing progress, and answering for progress that is going to be made. There may be a need to, going back to the assessment aspect of this, you may need to look at your process every now and again, because you might get to the point of feeling that whatever you're doing isn't necessarily working. There's a call to pivot. That's your call to pivot. Okay. But I do think it will be worth your effort. Okay. And yes, you have what it takes. Okay. But you also need to, again, acknowledge that you have a community of people who love you, who will be there to help you, who genuinely want for your success. Okay. But this thing is going to take some effort. It's going to take some work. And even though you want the results as quickly as you can get them, you need to be patient. And you need to be patient. I'm hearing the phrase, trust the process. Trust the process and don't rush it. I remember saying something about rushing the process and not getting the results you were hoping for that way. Something, it's an option. You can take this as fast or slow as you'd like. I do feel that both sides are going to get results, but one of those might not yield the results you're looking for. Whereas being patient and trusting your process might do you a lot. Yeah, might be a lot more fulfilling to you in the end. Okay. But the other thing in this is that disappointments aren't setbacks. Disappointments aren't setbacks, But you have to understand that you need to give yourself a chance to do that. You need to give yourself, you need to give yourself the chance to really understand your path. Okay, and if you get to a point where your cups topple over, it's up to you to it's up to you whether you stay with that disappointment or pick up and go. Okay. So I hope that will help you in some way. That's a way of getting us started. Give me just a second here. Okay. I'm checking. I don't think I got the pinned comment quite correct here. Hold on a minute. Okay. I just realized I hadn't pinned the link to my tip jar. If you guys feel compelled to, I appreciate it. It is not necessary, but it is very much appreciated. So thank you so much if you do leave tips or if you commission me. Again, not necessary, but very much appreciated if you do. A real point of me mentioning that is that I didn't actually link anything there. So let's try that again, shall we? So let's see where the rest of this goes. I'm going to reset and do another reading. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, chat's over here. Let me know if there's anything I can do to clarify or help in any way. Okay. So let's go. So I don't know if you guys are having your summer season in your area, but it got very warm in my area, and I'm not prepared for the heat at all. I don't know. It didn't feel bad today, but like I said, I went into my dad's school to go see this gallery show that wasn't happening and missed the donation bin somewhere. But the thing with my dad's school is that it is on a fairly steep hill. So the library that I went to was at the bottom of the campus, and my dad's office is at the top of the campus. Okay, good. I'm glad to help. But yeah, back to the point. It was very warm, very, very warm. And I'm not ready for it to get hotter. I really hope it doesn't get hotter, but in my area, it probably will. So here we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this portion of our reading is see what we need to see out of our book. And then we're going to get some hidden energies around it, some clarifying energies, and then do a general reading of why we are seeing what we are seeing from it. So, all right, let's start with our oracles. Okay. We're going to go here. Okay. We have your instincts are right. Okay. So immediately I'm hearing something about following your intuition. You haven't necessarily wanted to do this in the past because you've second guessed yourself. It's not the situation you had found yourself in is unique. It's not something you necessarily felt before, but it is something that you're God, I'm going to pull out my nerd flag here. It's something that has had your spidey sense tingling really good. Like it's got you, and it's got you right there. It's like, I need to pay attention to this, but I'm really not sure I should. Okay. The hidden energy around this is phoenixite. So we're starting here, and this is asking us to light up our soul. Okay. And we have warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Hi. Remember how I said your instincts are right? This is it. It's telling you there's something around you that's far bigger than you. The energy underneath you is that your gut's telling you there's something bigger. There's something for you that's much more expected, and it's putting a flame to you that you've never had before. Okay. All right. Hidden energy, clarifying energy is we have pink spirit gold and Dead Sea salt. This represents yin and yang and perfect harmony. Okay. And we have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Again, why are you ignoring your gut instincts right now? There's something here that is, again, so much bigger, so much better, so much I'm going to say stronger, but I mean that there's something here, there's something more for you than what you are telling yourself to expect. Okay? Part of this situation, part of your situation previous to this may have had you feeling out of harmony, out of the disconnect. There's something that's disconnected you from your soul's deepest calling. Okay? There's something here that has disconnected you from your soul's deepest calling. And yeah. There's a hidden energy or clarifying energy here. We have the golden flower of life and palladium, which is representing your inner child, connection, illumination, and simplicity. And we have yes, representing the need to just say yes. So again, this is our clarifying energy here. If you ever had any questions about whether you should go for this thing, do it. Okay, be safe and be within your means of reason here. There's something becoming very clear about the situation that we're finding ourselves in. Because you've been ignoring your gut feelings. You've been ignoring your gut feelings, and if you're seeing this as being a confirmation that they are right, your calling, your deepest desires, your manifestations are waiting to be brought down into your reality. Okay. And that's becoming very, very clear. And if you're feeling that energy resonate, it's there. It's ready to go. Okay. Wow. That is our oracle. Let's see how this can be supplemented by our tarot. So let's see what we need to see here. Tarot, what do we need here? Okay. What do we need here? Okay. We have 3 cards coming out of the middle. This is going to be all right. Okay, we have the King of Wands. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, and we have the Two of Cups. I'm going to start with the Two of Cups here because we had the idea of union and harmony and blending, integrating. There's certainly there's something new about the situation that you're bringing in. Okay, and it's a beautiful energy. I love the fact that we're getting this energy right now. And it's confirmed by this Two of Cups. Okay. You know what you know, and you're learning what you're learning. This is the opportunity to integrate, to blend it. Okay. There's always going to be something new, something that supplements what you already know in this situation. Okay. Wow. Okay. Now the really fun part is that you have 2 very, very powerful cards. You are going to be able to understand how you're thinking and what it's triggering. Okay, what it's triggering in you. And there'll be a way of understanding the world, understanding how your thoughts are, to what extent you're feeling your feelings. Okay, you'll be able to act smartly and observantly. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word, but you'll be able to be observant and smart and understanding in this situation. Yeah. Okay. I think the way I mean to put that is that you are going through this process of integrating, of bringing that all together in a way that is smart and observant, but it's also authoritative in that you're not necessarily letting your thoughts get away from you. You're taking what you're learning and observing rather than reacting, rather than being impulsive. Okay, I think that's a better way of putting it. Okay. What else here? What else do we need to see? Okay. I think if this is a new pursuit for you, again, because you're being called to do certain things for yourself. Okay. I do think this is the fact that our King of Wands and our Queen of Swords here, the fact that these 2 cards are here are allowing you to hear what your guts are telling you, hear what your intuition is, and allowing yourself to really to go forward, to actually say yes to answering your deepest calling. Okay. We have the Ace of Wands. Okay. We also have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Star. We have the Magician. I love that this is coming out again. Hello, my friend. We have the Two of Swords, and we have Strength. Okay. So let me pack these cards up for a bit here. So yes, initially we're going forward very smartly, very observantly, and there is a new beginning. Again, this is probably the energy we're working on integrating into what we already know. Okay, because I think it's probably likely we have come from a place of lack in indecision. Okay, I'm saying this because we have the Four of Pentacles here. We've had a situation that has had us really hanging on. Okay, we've got our claws, and I say claws, talons. I mean, this is a bird image. Of course, it's the crow tarot. We've really had our hands on something that we've been afraid to let go of, and that's caused us to feel extremely lacking, extremely unlucky. Yeah, it's extremely unlucky. Again, going back to the indecision with this Two of Swords here, we're not. There's been a situation where we haven't seen. Not only we haven't seen the choices we need to make, but we haven't seen that the information we need to move on from that is right in front of us. And we don't have to feel that indecision anymore. Okay. You don't have to feel that indecision anymore because, hi, hello, King and Queen here, authority figures. The thing here to remember is that we have a compass to navigate by, even if the days we experience feel incredibly dark and scary. The more we attach ourselves, and I say attach in the sense that the more we set our sights on our highest calling, our highest good, if we keep our eyes on our own personal North Star, we will never be lost. We will never be truly lost. Okay, even if it feels like I really don't know what to do, I don't know what to say, I don't know how to feel, I'm missing information. What is this? Look up. Look up to find your North Star, because that is going to be what you navigate the coming days by. Okay. Another piece of encouragement here is that you do have what it takes. You already have intrinsic resources at your fingertips. If you don't believe me, that's okay. That's okay. You know what? You're probably, if you're hearing this for the first time, it sounds wild. Yeah, it sounds wild. This sounds woo-woo magic, oh, blah, blah, this, that, and the other. But sometimes it may take someone saying, hey, you're more powerful than you give yourself credit for. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for. Sometimes it takes a little bit for you. Yeah, sometimes it takes a little bit to set in, but it is there. I believe everybody has their own magician energy and their own strength energy. And if this is a matter of figuring out how to answer your deepest calling, how to integrate the new with the new information you're learning with the old information you already know. You have what it takes to do the work. Okay. Yeah. You have what it takes to do the work. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Hold on here. What did I press? Okay. So let's move on and see what else we need to see. Okay. Here we go. What else do we need to see? Okay. What else do we need to see? Okay. We have Temperance. And would you believe our Queen of Swords is making another appearance here? Yes, ma'am. Okay. So our Queen of Swords is making another appearance. So again, strong, protective. I'm seeing provider, fierce provider here. I'm getting the idea of a hunter energy here. Ooh. Okay, hunter energy. That's Temperance. I'm just kidding. Hunter energy, I do think being balanced out by a maternal nurturing energy. Okay, let's go with that. This is Temperance. So there is a sense of being in balance and using moderation to be present with this providing nurturing energy. Okay, let's start with that. Let's see what else. Let's see how this goes. What else do we need to see here? Let's talk about the balance. Why are we seeing, Temperance? All right. So we're seeing our Temperance card here, this balance and moderation card coming out with our Queen of Swords. Okay, we have our Queen of Wands. Again, this is interesting that we're getting a lot of fire and air. I'll explain in a minute here. But we have our Queen of Wands. Okay, we have our Two of Swords coming out again. So there's definitely a theme of missing some information and therefore it being indecisive. There's our Two of Swords. Okay, but we also have our Five of Cups. Five of Cups coming back out. But also we have our Strength card coming back out again. This is hitting home. A lot of the idea that in spite of disappointment and hurt, in spite of that putting you in a place of being indecisive and possibly missing information, you still have a lot of strength and a lot of power. I'm also getting the idea of this weird, uncomfortable energy putting you in a place where you have wanted to potentially act, where you possibly wanted to act impulsively. So you just wanted to do anything instead of doing nothing. And that has had you, whereas before you may have done that, now you're in a place of saying, okay, yes, I acknowledge that this is how I'm feeling. Okay, I acknowledge that what I'm thinking is putting me in a place where I'm not totally comfortable and I don't like being uncomfortable, so I'm going to do whatever I need to get out of that discomfort. But you've had a moment where it's like, actually, yeah, here's how I'm feeling, here's what I want to do, but is it really necessary? Okay. Yeah, okay, is it really necessary? Okay, now I mentioned a little bit ago that I find we're getting the swords and wands together because we have fire and air. Okay, and I'll say that because fire needs oxygen to burn. There's something here in your situation that is giving you, it's giving you, something is being fueled. Okay, I do think it may be positive for the most part, but let's acknowledge that there could be some things that are pushing towards the negative. And again, discomfort might be coming from that, indecision, a lack mentality might be coming from that, because we did, I believe it was either in this first reading or in the other one where we had the 4 of coins. Here it is. Here it is. It was in this reading. Yeah, so lack, indecision, discomfort, disappointment, all of that may have had you trying to act in a way that was against your highest good. And now that you're really looking at it, it's like, okay, I can do that differently, or I can maybe address this issue with myself or with someone I trust. Yeah. Let's see, for the final card, we also have the 4 of Pentacles coming back out again. So the theme of lack is potentially very strong. Okay, but again, whereas before it's been an impulse decision that you wanted to solve it right here and now. I don't think that's continuing to be the case. Okay, because there's certainly some very positive cards. Your Star, your Magician, your Star, your Magician, the Strength card. I want you to pay attention to something here. Actually, never mind. I was going to say something about lion motifs coming forward. So lions are just, they're beautiful creatures. They're dangerous. They're giant. They're big cats. But they're beautiful creatures and demand the respect that the animal kingdom just very generally should have, right? But that's your strength. You are the gentle touch to your baser instincts. Okay. All right. So let's see what else we need to see. What can we do? What else can we do to address the lack mentality? Because we have the 4 of Pentacles coming out again. What is it about this lack mentality that keeps fueling our fire? Nice. Okay. Actually, fun fact about me, if you were to look at my chart, my midheaven is in Leo. So that's cool. I'm glad that we're having the Leo energy come forward. Also, The deck I just used is called Grimalkin's Curious Cats. I can show you the box if you're interested. This is the box if you want to have a look at. Yeah, I'm happy to have this deck. I've been looking for this one for a while. But yeah, that's cool. There's a lot of regal energy coming through. That's why we're seeing that. Okay. So to this Four of Pentacles issue, let's see how do we safely and generously safely address it first. Let's see what we can do to safely address this. Four of Pentacles. Why are we seeing the Four of Pentacles? Okay. We're getting Eight of Wands coming out here. There's a lot coming in quick. And there's a lot coming in quick, and it feels like it's been faster than we can process. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot happening, and it's felt more than we can process. There we go. We said it correctly this time. We have Lovers. There's some pros. Okay, two possibilities here. There's some pros and cons of our current situation, maybe with a partner or potentially to do with intimate relations. I leave that to you to figure out if that resonates. But either way, there's some choices to be made. Okay. Yeah, there's some choices to be made that are again putting you in a place of feeling overwhelmed. Let's go with that. Putting you in a place of feeling overwhelmed. So it might be very hard to see the positives when you have so much going on all around you all at once. Okay. Yeah, we're getting the Page of Swords coming out again. This got this in our last reading, but it was also a repeat card in the last reading. So again, a lot of things happening. Yeah, a lot of things happening all at once. Okay. A lot of things happening all at once, but I do think we're taking a grounded approach to how we're addressing it, because even though we're feeling overwhelmed, even though we're feeling possibly scared, possibly in a lack, we have the chance to address it in a way that is practical, that is that's practical, that is rooted. But this is also encouragement for you that you are naturally abundant. You don't have to necessarily work so hard to get the things you want. Yeah, you don't have to work so hard. You don't have to be so hard on yourself, because again, you have what it takes. Remember that you had, I think it was in the earlier set of cards, you had the Magician come out, you had the Star, you had you had strength. Okay, and remember that I said there was a very regal energy coming through, so I would say this is confirmed. Okay, so King of Pentacles here. Now, how it helps our Page of Swords and the other cards is that, again, it's a grounding energy. So we're not, we're feeling what we feel, but we have the ability to take care of ourselves. Okay. We have also the Ace of Swords coming back out. Again, a new opportunity to look at this situation outside of the lack mentality. Okay. Okay, let's blast through these other cards here. We have the Nine of Wands. Okay. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Chariot. Okay. Four of Pentacles coming back out. All right, it's a theme. It's a theme. This is coming out 3 different times here. Because we have this Four of Pentacles, because we're looking at making our choices, moving on, getting out of this lack, this weird sense of lack mentality. This thing is having us hold on so tight here. Because I think part of it is that we're afraid of hurting. We're afraid of hurting. We're afraid of loss. Ultimately, that's why we're holding on so tight. And I think it's because we've come through a sense of this lack. We haven't, we've been put in a place where we haven't felt worthy of having what we have or deserving of the abundance that is rightfully ours in the first place. Okay. There may have been said, and I was actually having a thought about this earlier, that I think a lot of people, when I tell them what I do, they're like, oh, that's great. They don't necessarily take me seriously that I consider this a job, even though I am essentially working for free. This is not a bid for tips or anything like that. It's just a matter of example. And whereas before that would have put a lot of pressure on me to try and make it work, now it's like I'm doing this just because it's fun, just because I know it can help people. But I had to heal a lot of brokenheartedness around me not having a traditional job, right? I say it like that because, again, Pentacles, this is associated with our abundances and our finances. And that's why I say you may have come from a place where you haven't felt worthy of the abundance that is rightfully yours in the first place. Okay? Here's the thing. Okay? You already know and you already understand that even if people are telling you the most horrible things about what you do, you have the ability, you have the chance to keep going, to just keep going, because you know where you want to go, and you are willing to endure a little bit of heartache or a lot of heartache or a lot of stress. You're willing to go the extra mile in a shoe that has a hole the size of a pancake on it just to see the end goal happen for you. Okay? And yes, you're worthy. Yes, you are worthy of the abundance that is rightfully yours, because remember your star, remember the Magician, remember that you have strength in spades. Okay? That could be what they're jealous of. That could be the reason why these other people are coming out and saying, no, you don't deserve it. Whatever. No. You know. Go back to your Chariot. Go back to your Knight of Wands. This is hard. It's hard and it's stressful, and it's it's put you in a weird place, but you know that, and you know how to move through it, even if this is hard, even if it's hard, even if it feels weird. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is pull another couple of cards and see what kind of rewards are on the other side of this. Why are we seeing what we're seeing? It's a lot. It's a lot. Usually get quite a bit of information out of that. But let's see what we need to see in order to close this portion of the reading on a positive note, because I don't know that I necessarily want to leave it with this. Okay. In fact, I know I don't want to leave it with the Four of Pentacles energy. So let's see a positive note here. Okay. Positive note, please. Let's pull a quote. Okay. All right, let's go there. Okay. I'm not going to read this full thing, but we've landed on a ritual for removing negative energy, which if you do decide to do affirmations or energy healing on that regard, okay, please follow those. Okay, so the other quote that I landed on was, "The love you send out into the world is being noticed. It will be coming back tenfold very soon." Okay, here we go. So there is that. All right, for our cards, we have Halo Gold, Dead Sea Salt, Platinum, and Iron. This is representing enthusiasm, spontaneity, and protection. Okay. We have the Initiation. This represents a rite of passage and crossing the threshold. Okay. All right. And as for our tarots, we have the Page of Cups. Okay. The Page of Cups. We have the Hanged Man. All right. And we have the Page of Wands. Okay. So I think if I had to sum up everything that is going on, okay, everything that's going on is, it's all been to help us come out of our shell, okay, and like the quote said from the book here, we're putting a lot of energy, a lot of love into the space, because we know that right now we need it. Right? We need it. We need it bad, because we know we need it, and we need it bad. And that effort is being noticed. Okay, because like it said, it's coming back in certainly more than triplicate, but it's coming back tenfold, and there's no fear of that. There's no fear of being alone. That's a message that has been a constant theme with me, and it might sound like a broken record, but I'm getting the sense that maybe some of you watching in playback might be needing to hear that. And if not from someone in your space, if I'm the first person to tell you that, please know that you're always welcome in my space if you feel safe to be here, okay? But it's pulling you through the door from a very dark space into one that is going to have a lot of light and hope and happiness. That's coming your way. Okay. And again, remember your quote here. Again, you're protected, you're safe, you can move forward with your highest calling and with what you're destined to do in this place. You can move forward spontaneously, enthusiastically, and know that you are protected and you are safe on your journey. Okay. Now, as for your tarot, the surrender aspect is coming through here with the Hanged Man. Okay. Surrender and go with the flow. It might not feel comfortable. But certainly the angle you're looking at it might have some lessons you wouldn't get if you were looking at it from a place of comfort, right? Interestingly enough, you have both the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. So you're feeling your way through this, and it's running deeply. What you're feeling is deep and it's intense. Okay. It's deep and intense, but the nice part is that I do feel like it's in balance. It is in balance because this cat character doesn't look thrilled to be caught in this situation, but it's like, yeah, okay, what am I seeing here? How am I going to really assess the situation? There's something about seeing the shape in the clouds, and you're letting the balance between you're in balance enough that you can see your situation certainly for what it is, but certainly from an angle you might not have gotten had you been seeing it from a place of comfort. Okay. Yeah. Again, I hope that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, if there's anything I can clarify, if there's anything you feel safe in asking, I'm again very happy to help. If you're watching this in playback, thank you for coming along for the video. For those of you in the chat, thank you so much for joining me. I'm very grateful for your company here. And I'm certainly glad to have been able to help. So, one thing I will say before I close this live is that I never do try and do these readings for me, but there's certainly things about things that we've all come through, but certainly examples that I can give in my own life that have kind of shaped the way I read, but also how I choose to read. And when I say I'm happy to help, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I mean that genuinely. Okay. And I know for those of you here that I hope you can see that coming through. But I will never force anybody to ask questions or leave information they don't want to leave. This reading ultimately is for you, and it will be timeless. So whenever it's meant to find you, it will. Yeah, like I said a bit earlier, I do have fun with these, and again, it's my way of reaching those that need to hear the message of this reading. So thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for being here. My linkage is in the description. If you feel compelled to give a tip, it's in the chat. Let me point it that better, in the chat, pinned comment. But yeah, I'm going to call it quits for now. I don't know if I'll have another chance this week to go live, but if you want to see my other videos, they're on my channel, my past lives. Hello. But yeah, my past lives are in its own separate playlist, and I will do my best to answer any comments or mail that might come my way. So I am going to do a quick closing in thanks for your company, and we shall see. Yeah, we shall see what comes of it. Okay. All right. So this reading is going to be hidden and clarifying energy. Yeah, I want to do it. Hidden and clarifying energy, and we'll see where it goes from there. We're not going to pull a quote from the book. So let's see what our cards have to say for us in closing, and then I will be sending you guys on your way. So okay. Yeah, for the most part, I was earlier in the live. I was pulling quotes out of this book. This is the Instant Magic Oracle. Oh, it's the end of the reading. I'm starting to not be able to talk. Everything is linked in the description, so if you want to see the supplies I used, it'll be there. Let's see what comes up. Okay. Look at these. Alrighty. And one more. Okay. So for our hidden energy, we have Earth Anchor, Earth Vortex, and Platinum. This represents empowerment, remembering your legacy. Empowerment and remembering your legacy. Okay. We have Take a Break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. Okay. we have, right, we're not doing that. Okay. We have death. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And we have the Sun. Okay. So this is our hidden energy. And there's something about this hidden energy that is saying to you, please just stop for 5 minutes. Slow down. You don't have to run the hamster wheel every dang chance you get. It's all good. It's probably making you feel like you're literally getting nowhere for what? Why are we doing this treadmill thing? We're losing a sense of our own empowerment and our own ability here. Okay, and that's why we're being called to take the break. Okay, because something in our something in our energy is changing. It's not necessarily something in our energy is calling us to change because something in our situation is becoming clear, and it's time for it to make that change. Okay. Interesting. I just thought of because this Wheel of Fortune card is about cycles and about letting the old go for the new to come in. Again, I'm going to confirm that with this death card, this change in energy card here. It's not going to do that. It isn't going to do that until we give ourselves the chance to pause and to let things happen that are meant to happen. Okay? And when those changes happen, when those changes start sort of integrating and kind of getting into the places it needs to get into, we're going to recognize how we've grown, how we've changed, what we've been able to make possible for ourselves. Okay? All right? And that, that clarity, that light, that warmth, that growth, empowered manner, and that's going to help us leave a legacy behind us if we should. There's our hidden energy. Clarifying energy. For that, we have the golden 4-leaf clover. I love this card because it represents good luck, happiness, and abundance. Okay. Fun fact, whenever I work with this deck, I seem to chronically get this card. So something, I love it. Okay. We also have break the chain. This represents ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. Okay. We also have the 9 of Pentacles. Yes. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. We have the 3 of Cups. What a cheeky little kittens. Love it. Okay. 3 of Cups. And we have the 8 of Swords. All right. Well, this 8 of Swords isn't going to stick around long. Okay. And I say that because we are working on healing this mentality here. This is a mindset. This is the pitfalls that we put ourselves in our own mind. Okay. We realize we don't have to stay here. We don't have to continue being in this rut. We don't have to continue letting ourselves be in this rut, okay? Because we have all of the abundance that we could ever dream of coming to us, okay? Again, I'm going to pull out my nerd block here and say there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Lucky Charms. I don't know if you it's a cereal that you can get. I live in the States. It's totally gross. It's all sugar, but it's specifically it's specifically tailored to like rainbows and pots of gold and this, that, and the other. And I don't know, I just thought of it on the random because this does mention good luck and having this stuff coming to you, okay, that you've had it lined up, and now it's ready to come to you because you've worked on healing, and in specific, you've healed some wounds that have left you in a mental block of some sort. Now, that healing has taken work, but it has definitely paid off. Okay, it's definitely paid off because there may be some cups of spilled milk, but you're not going to cry over it because there will always be another cup of milk. There will always be that one friend that just you love so dearly, and you're going to share that cup of milk with that friend, that community, that celebration, that spontaneous joy of knowing you've done the work. It's paying off. Now you can live, take a break, and let the things that you need to process actually process. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm going to call it for now. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, I hope this helped. Please check out my other videos if you would like to see more. Everything's in the description if you want to see what I used, or if you want to get in touch with me outside of YouTube. And again, I don't know if I will have another chance to go live this week, but stay tuned. I do have another standard video going up over the weekend. So until our next live, guys, thank you so much. I will see you very soon. And until then, stay safe. Bye, everybody. Whew.